What's up, guys? Before we start this lovely podcast, just a few words from our sponsors. Actually, it's not a word from our sponsors. It's a word from us. First up, we got Mod Cup Coffee. If you want the dopest, finest, freshest
that's
brews, beans in the world.
Yep. Finish. Go to modcup.com.
I was like, is it really in the world? But
Probably.
in our world,
Yeah.
go to modcupcoffee.com, guys. Get yourself some good brew.
Right. If you type in the coupon code Show the Art with no spaces, you'll get 10% off all their beans, man. The Brazil blend, that's what I'm drinking right now.
Ooh.
It's prestigious.
Prestigious.
Dude, very good coffee. Just do it. Just buy it.
Speaking of good, you know what else is good?
What else is good?
Inverted gear.
Go to invertedgear.com. What do they sell? Because some people, they're like, inverted gear, what the hell does that mean?
It's just a panda bear. If you like panda bears, even if you don't like panda bears, it's dope. So just get it.
But you still didn't tell them what they sell.
Geese,
Oh, okay.
rash guards,
Jiu-jitsu stuff.
jiu-jitsu
basically.
stuff, man.
You know what it is.
You could turn it into like fashion streetwear, just like JT Torres turns all his gear into street gear, which is dope. All right?
He does.
Yeah, he does, man. Shout out to JT. We'll keep going.
Use the coupon code ShowTheArt15 and save 15% off any and all inverted gear. Gear.
Oh, we ain't done yet.
No.
We got some Vape Bright CBD.
And we just got a new shipment in.
Oh man! Speaking of shipments, we might tickle you guys fancy with a little contest where you might win some good CBD, guys.
Yeah, so we're not ready.
We're not ready. No.
We're gonna figure out a contest and we're gonna give away a free Vape Bright CBD oil
cartridge
starter pack.
Ooh, damn!
That's what we'll call it. It's not that big of a deal though. And go to vapebright.org, type in the coupon code Show the Art, and you'll save some big money. It's like big money. I think it's like big money that you save.
So save some money.
Yeah.
We're just throwing deals left and right.
Right.
All right, let's get this podcast going.
3, 2, 2, 1.
1.5. Go. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You're listening to the Show the Art podcast. We're at what are we gonna call this segment?
The segment? This is the fitness episode.
Yeah.
Fitisode?
No, that is Show Your Fit.
Yeah.
Show the fit.
Show the STF.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, in any case, this is the fitness episode.
Yes,
this
sir.
episode is designed to help people achieve their fitness needs, B, clear up common misconceptions about fitness just in general, and C,
just
teach you. Yeah. Teach
hopefully you get a nugget from one of these things. You Abe's gonna ask me some questions and yada yada yada. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. So, and I might ask you some questions, fitness wise.
Whoa,
Yeah,
okay.
all right?
I mean,
Jiu-Jitsu wise.
When it comes to fitness, I might not have a wealth of knowledge with fitness, but my body looks like I do. My body looks like I have, like I'm the Stephen Hawkins of fitness. Like that's what my body looks like. Like I'm so far beyond everybody else's knowledge. R.I.P. Stephen Hawkins. Like that's where I'm at.
So you brought it there. You brought it there.
It wasn't a crack on him. It wasn't a knock on him.
No.
It was more of an ode to Stephen Hawkins. That's how far ahead he was.
What do you owe him?
Oh, like.
Okay, let's get to these questions, man. We're losing people.
The count is going
I know.
down. First thing, Olympic lifting, right? Let's talk about Olympic lifting. What are some of the main Olympic lifts? Okay. Why should people do them? Because you always hear what's the difference between an Olympic lift, a power lift, and a lift?
Okay, yeah, great question.
And what kind of athletes should be doing those? Kaboom.
Olympic lifting, there's two main movements, or there's two main lifts in Olympic lifting. Actually, there's only two lifts in Olympic lifting. There's a snatch where you take the barbell from ground to overhead.
Straight to overhead.
Yeah, straight to overhead. Where you see those pictures of people in a squat with a barbell over their head, that's usually the final position. That is a snatch. The clean and jerk, as you might see it a lot too, or here and there, is where you take the barbell, which is typically heavier than the snatch, because you can put more weight up, where you take it from the ground to the shoulder, stand up, from shoulder to overhead. Yeah, so those are the two main movements. A reason, why I like it, it's like golf for meatheads. So it's one of those, have you ever gone to the driving range?
No.
Okay, have you ever been to the batting cage?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, this sucks.
But I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I know what you're talking
So,
about.
yeah. So it's just like, it's very addicting because it's only two movements, but it takes you years and years and years to perfect it. Like, you might have one good day, the next day you might have a bad day. Even like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Like,
like basketball.
Yeah.
Just shooting free throws.
Yes.
Like, I know what that is.
You know what it is, yeah. And it's like you can't understand it, so you dive deeper and you try to understand, okay, why am I not making these lifts? Why am I missing it? Sometimes the barbell goes forward, it goes overhead, or you can't even get it off the floor.
Right.
There's multiple there's reasons why it's not happening. So that's why I find it so fascinating, because it's one of the most explosive athletic movements. You know, you see football players do it, rugby players do it. Like, if you want to be explosive, Olympic lifting is the way to go. And not only that, it's also, if you watch a baby squat, it's going to look exactly the same as when you watch Olympic lifter squat. It's more functional.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it gets like, you'll note I think Olympic lifters, in the Olympics I'm talking about, they're probably the second most flexible.
Really?
Yeah.
And
because hips everywhere. If you need like great mobility to be able to have, to be able to perform an overhead squat with a barbell.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
so it's just everything about that. It's definitely my favorite sport within like the iron arena, so to say. Right. Powerlifting is squat, bench, deadlift. That's cool too, but just something about the technique and learning it. That's why I gravitate towards this in jiu-jitsu. It's just you can never perfect it. You're always learning something new, like a little new, like say you're teaching an arm bar. I might have done an arm bar this way for 5 years. You come in and you show me one little nugget, and it kind of blows my mind away. Same thing with Olympic lifting.
Right.
Like one little technique switch will just...
Because you're not just throwing it up. There's a bunch of little nuances that...
There's no way.
Okay, yeah.
There's no way. You can't just muscle it, because you'll learn. Like, just like if you're doing jiu-jitsu, if you're a blue belt going against a white belt, you might get some things off. If your technique is kind of shoddy, you still might get it because it's inexperience. But if you go against a black belt, good luck. You got to make sure everything's polished.
It's inefficient and it's not sustainable.
Exactly.
Right.
So when you go into lift with the lighter weights, you might be able to get it up, but as you get heavier and as you get stronger, it gets harder and harder. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
now,
what I love about it.
What athletes should be performing Olympic lifting, and should they be performing Olympic lifting on a regular basis?
Great question. It really depends on what your goal is. If you're trying to get stronger, then compete in Olympic lifting, you could train maybe 5 to 6 times a day, sometimes 2 a days. Like my 2 years ago, my training would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I would train AM and PM. I would have an AM session and a PM session, and then Tuesday, Thursday, I would have a regular session. So that's a total of 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 sessions within a week. So if you're just trying to learn it maybe once or twice, maybe just snatch and clean and jerk, that's if it really all depends on your status. Okay. How old are you? Are you 40 years old, sitting at a desk all day?
True.
Shoulders always forward. It might not be best for you. If you're into it, maybe if you really do want to pursue it, you're going to have to go through a lot of mobility, a lot of activation.
Countermeasures.
Yeah, just to make sure that you're safe. The main thing is we got to make sure that you're safe in the movement. So it's really like a screening. Like, if you can perform the movements, why not? It's fun to learn. You become strong and explosive. So
okay, that was my next question. Somebody searching for a workout, they see Olympic lifting, they're like, all right, maybe I'll try this clean.
Yeah.
Or the snatch, maybe I'll try this clean and jerk. I mean, I know Ames, he used to be called clean and jerk in high school.
He's been called dirty and jerk.
Yeah, for different reasons. They don't have anything to do with lifting.
At all.
Yeah, and they used to call him Snatch. I don't know why. So
Snatch is Houlihan.
So what do you gain from Olympic lifting? You just said it. It's being more explosive and getting more strength.
Yeah, getting more strength. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you the next question. What's the difference?
Strength and explosiveness. Yeah. That's a great question.
And power.
Shit.
Or like, is strength and power synonymous with each other? It's kind of the same.
No, strength. Damn. You're gonna stump me on this one. Yeah, I'm not even gonna.
Okay, go basic.
Yeah,
explosiveness and strength.
Explosive, and power kind of coincide together.
Okay,
it's if I were to look at a pyramid, strength would be in the middle, power would be at the end. So you're gonna have to train your strength before you get to the power phase. Just like I were talking about in our phases, we go through a hypertrophy phase, meaning a muscle phase, right? Maybe a month of that. The second phase, month 2, would be a strength phase, right? Getting stronger.
Yeah.
Once you're accustomed to the loading, once you get your body prepared with those high reps, it can kind of handle heavier weights at that strength phase. The power phase is the last phase where it's just you're kind of peaking, where you go into the 1 to 3 reps, where it's a lot heavier. The strength phase is maybe 70 to 85%, or 85% of your whatever your max is.
All right.
Yeah, and then once we get to the power phase, that's when it goes like to 90 to 100%, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and explosive is like just doing like something really powerful in the shortest amount of time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know the true definition, so I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I don't want to butcher it.
But if you take somebody in the weight room, you could show them.
Yeah,
true meaning of power.
I'll show them. Yeah, just record me, and you'll see what power really means.
So. Okay, basic intro to, let's say, snatch or clean and jerk. Mm-hmm. Somebody's first starting to try to get I'm stumbling my words.
It's cool.
Today. They're first getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
What is like a basic program they could follow for the next 4 weeks?
4 weeks? Oh, great question.
And I'm talking about like bare bones, basic, but they have a guide at the gym that would help them.
Okay, I would do the fundamentals. Just like how in Jiujitsu is a white belt, especially if you're a Jiujitsu practitioner, you'll understand more just the meaning of basics, or the importance of the basics. Just the fundamentals, building your base to that pyramid, right? I would teach them the movements. I would break it down. So instead of going from the floor, I would go from the hip, so they understand the pulling mechanics.
Okay.
Right, from the hip. So a muscle snatch is very hard to explain on this podcast without the visual. The visual is going to be very important, especially because maybe majority don't know what. If I say muscle snatch, it's where.
But just in general, what you're saying is we got to deconstruct the overall movement and chunk it. And I got to teach you in chunks.
That's it. Chunk you would go from the hip, and then when you get proficient in that, I would get you to getting the barbell from the knee.
Right,
to overhead, and then from when you're good with that, I'll go from the ground to overhead.
Right.
So break it down that way, and you guys got to be very patient, because lifting is so similar to golf or jiu-jitsu, where it's just like you gotta be patient. You're not gonna be able to lift heavy weights in an instant. Right.
Interesting. Now sell it. Somebody trains MMA. Somebody trains jiu-jitsu. They're a kickboxer. They're an MMA fighter. They're a jiu-jitsu athlete. Sell them powerlifting. Why they should do powerlifting or Olympic lifting.
Olympic lifting. The best way I could explain it is that it's fun, man. If you're into martial arts,
but how will it help my?
How will it translate? You're gonna be a lot stronger.
How will it
you're
help me beat somebody, bro?
Your body awareness from knowing your body, being able to control it, your core. Having a strong base where no one could sweep you easily.
Now we're talking.
I throw all. I can't. How do I can't even think of the word. I can't articulate the word. I give all props to Olympic lifting and through jiu-jitsu, because I have a strong base where people. My favorite thing I hear is when after you roll, like, oh man, you're good, you're heavy.
Yeah,
but no, my base. It's base, just like I have a strong base.
You have a strong T-spine.
Yeah, exactly. Like my core is what Yeah, my T-spine is fucking erect. Yeah, man. So it's just being able to withstand anyone trying to sweep you, or if you're on your stand-up, if someone's good at judo, your base to really barrel down a lot stronger.
So let me put it in clearer terms because I've rolled with
Wait, one more thing.
Yeah, go.
When you're going for a shoot, wrestling, you have stronger hips to pick them up, to kind of drive forward.
Gotcha.
All of that. So I kind of, that's all where it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
So taking somebody down, the drive, the ability to pick somebody up, the base, not getting swept, being able to stay on your feet, on your knees for longer periods of time because you have a stronger core, stronger hips.
My mobility, I'm short and...
Oh, it's hard to submit aims.
Yeah.
Shoulder mobility, knee mobility,
right?
Hip mobility especially.
Yeah.
Like you can just farther range of motion. And then I guess sweeping, you being able to come up from a sweep pretty easily.
Yeah.
And that's a lot from powerlifting or
Olympic lifting.
Sorry, Olympic lifting. Okay, cool.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
So hopefully you guys try it out. If anyone wants to learn or needs any tips, please slide into those DMs. AMZPie at AMZPie on Instagram.
AMESYPIE. And stress on the pie.
We out.